It had to be imminent, but I didn't know when the work on the roof was going to be done. But today turned out to be the day. A small team of roofers turned up early and immediately began ripping the rear of the house's roof off, together with all of the end tiles hanging down over the gable ends. Not long after they'd started, one of the builder's trucks arrived carrying the components designed to rectify the problems, and when the driver got out, he was greeted by one of the builder's managers who'd come on site to ensure that the work will be done correctly. The components consisted of add-ons to the existing joists that, when fitted, would have the effect of both moving the ridge of the roof rearwards and increasing the roof overhang all along the rear of the house, thus rectifying the two main problems that had existed ever since the roof structure was first fitted. The driver of the truck's other main role was to fix the gaps under the roof joists at the gable ends, so the roof structure was properly supported, which he soon got onto. After an hour or so, the first extension had been fitted at the living room end of the house, and after both the builder's manager and clerk of works had inspected it and given their approval, both left and the work continued after they'd gone. Initially, all of the roof structure had to be removed down to the original joists and discarded, so all of the extensions could be put into place. By mid-afternoon, all at the living room end had been, and cut to length, and most had also been fitted at the bedroom end. The mason who had delivered the extensions had also been very busy, and he worked hard all day on rectifying the faults on the gable ends that had originally required the roof structure to be supported on blocks of wood. In fact, he was the last to leave the site at the end of the day, after the other workers had already left, and did a splendid job of fixing the problems. Once all of the extensions at the bedroom end had been cut to length, a start was made on fitting a completely new waterproof plastic membrane on top of them. I'd specifically demanded that, as I was paying extra for it, this time there were to be no holes in the finished job. By the end of the afternoon, almost the whole of the rear of the roof had been covered, with the remainder being left for the next day, and all of the gable end repairs had also been completed. It could already be seen that the new joist extensions had done their job perfectly. The roof now looked balanced, as it should have done right from the start, with the front and rear roof overhangs being equal and the roof ridge on the house's centreline. Some shuttering had been left up for some of the gable end repairs to cure overnight, ready for the work to resume in the morning. But overall the results exceeded my expectations, and now, after a delay of about a month, the project could at last begin to move forward again towards completion.